Okay, everything's nice and smooth. Let's get to work. I wonder if I should turn up the ambient lighting in here. It's a little darker than I'd like it to be. Yeah. Actually, maybe I should adjust the directional lighting. Take a little of the saturation out. And just see how this looks in game. Where's that one thing?
Hey, this is a nice headliner. Let's say, whoa, is that a splat marker? Those fly eggs? I don't know what I'm seeing. I got itches in the griddle. I got itches in the pancakes. I got itches in the butter stack. You ever jab something with a fork? Huh?
Just want to put that there.
You know how hard you gotta hit a skull to split it open with a spoon? That's what I'm saying. You gotta get the real tools. You gotta get the things you can use. You can't mess around.
Objective 31. Kill.
When it comes to splitting a hawk and ending their life, there's nothing better than the snap of a hawk. You ever hear it? Oh, you wrap the rope. You got the legs and the ankles tied up real tight. Then you lift it off the ground as hard as you can. Snap, snap, snap. That's a hawk. That's the hawk. I love it.
There's west side. Okay, there's the thorn. No, it's the other side. There it is. Okay, there's the thorn. Where do I want to put this store? Maybe just throw it here. Be a nice location for a new town mod. Oop. There's a location I could repurpose. Maybe. This is awfully close to Freeside, but... Or not Freeside, West Side, but... I don't know, it's a good location. Feels like a place that might be in use by some guy mod or something. He was kinda bloated, he was kinda blue. He was kinda bloated, he was kinda blue. He was kinda bloated, he was kinda blue. Okay. Play through the mod real quick. Just this section, just to see where I'm at. Why'd only the one guy run away? That was weird. That was weird. Why did only the one guy run away? This is really odd. Just do this. Wait, no, I shouldn't do that.
I'm lying. I'm taking you. I'm feeling. I'm thirsty. I'm feeding. I'm feeding. I'm feeding on you.
Maybe I should move this to the end result. Probably makes more sense. Like when they get this package, it should set their confidence to 0 already. Let's start in God mode and Stewie tweaks. No, just the opposite, in fact. Why is only the one running? This is really odd. Like, these are all the same guy. What the hell is going on there? Why is only the one guy running away? Okay, that's working. That's odd. Come on, before he teleports away. Where'd the guy go? Shit, where did he go?
Yeah, I remember this one time I was
Okay, what the hell is going on?
air conditioning unit up on a roof, so I took my hatchet. Because I think everything in this world can pretty much be accomplished with a hatchet. You know, that or a few bombers. But that's a different story. Anyways, and I get up on there, you know, one of them gravel roofs. And it's nice.
Does the only one run once if we're all using the same one?
Binging up on my forearms, dripping into my palms, you know. So I ain't got my normal grip, you know, the kind of grip I use for killing. I just got the, you know, the worker man grip going, you know, tools, you know, equipment, machinery. There's a different kind of grip with the killing. But I've said that twice. So, I just remember rearing back and hauling off. I was gonna hit that vent pipe. Pipe needed to be separated to start the job. Boy, shit, if that sweat didn't make that hatchet slippery like I've never had it. I come down full swing. Just barely glanced that pipe. Then I don't know how, but the hatchet just flew out of my hand. You know, I think if I'd been killing a small animal or passerby or something, I don't think I ever would have let go, because I focus hard at that point. You know, I bring a different level to the game. I really do. I know I do. I know what kind of killer I am. But when it comes to separating pipes, well, you know, unless it's a windpipe, you never know. You know, so I just gave it what I had at that moment. I could only put in so much. You know, and it slipped. And that glance, well, that's the last thing I heard. But then I felt a slight pain, you know, my lower leg area. Damn it if I didn't hear the peculiar sound. This little like and I hear the gravel sort of having this sprinkling tinkling sound, you know, it's just got my mind a little, you know, a little up and nodded. I don't know what to think. I'm feeling pain and I'm here to and I'm going, it's probably not gonna work out real good. So look down and sure enough, there's forming a big sweaty puddle of the brightest red blood you ever see. You know, lower on down in the leg, it's really collected. Last blood that just hard to, you know, it's hard to get the vision up on my blood. Somebody else sees or something else sees, or, you know, things have got to be done. That's okay. I thought, well, that didn't work out.
There we go. Now they are doing what you're supposed to be doing, aren't
This is
you?
hopeless. I'm out of here.
Okay, well now they're not running. I don't understand why this is broken. This was completely fine. I know it's just broken. Howdy, little mole. I don't know how loud this music is. I mean, I know how loud it is to me, but I'm not sure how it is on the stream. Okay. This is so weird that they're... This thing I'm working on, it was fine, and all of a sudden it's broken for some reason. Sometimes it's the end of me, or so it seems. Okay. I can't have their confidence at 0, because then they don't do what they're told through their AI package. Even though the AI package says to continue during combat, I guess flee is a whole other statement, whole other situation. Oh, wait a minute, no. For some reason I set this to sandbox. Why do I have that as sandbox? Okay, yeah, now I can take this as continue during combat, because it actually wasn't before.
You like that?
Okay, but I don't want them to be shooting. Should put confidence close to never fleeing. Well, the thing is I want them to flee, but like I've tried making them actually flee, and they just don't. It just overrides their behavior that I'm trying to set here. Because what I'm trying to do is you use the terrifying presence option and they just run away and disappear into the wild blue. At least right now. I think I'm gonna have them, they're gonna run to a hideout. So it's like, it makes this encounter easier, but you make another encounter harder, which I thought would be an interesting interaction. Okay, where is Cisco? Terrifying. So let me set their confidence to 0 again. I think that was the problem. For some reason that package, I had set it to sandbox.
This is Hooper.
Over here!
Okay, it looks like they're doing what they should be doing. Good boys. And before I had the idea to have a secondary location, they were just going to run off and disappear, like how you're seeing right there, but since I have a location I want them to go to, I'll just have them run there. Which shall be... Oh, no, I need to go to interiors. No, what the hell? Why did it select the world space? Interiors. expect them to still be a little cowardly when they get here. Could you fix me a ham and cheese sandwich?
Joe, I want some butter for my chips. I'm going down the American Legion. Post 299.
Kind of see how reliably they go to this location.
Folks I served with back in WWII, the big one. I'm gonna have me a couple rounds of some Kessler, maybe a rock or two, but I love these fellas. We fought the war, saving this world for kids, and lay around
Yeah, you know what? Right, he's gonna talk to me. So. Da 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 da. Ba-ba. Gentlemen. Why did they... Did your... I think I know why this just happened. No. Still have 0 confidence. I think I need to set that to must complete, or else they might get hung up like that. Condition? No. Flags. Must complete. There we go. Must reach location. Continue if PC near. Always run. No combat alert.
Look at that! You get out of bed this instant! Up! Maximum! Let's put
I don't know if I want that. Let's see how it works without it.
I see that things have not been done. I'm gonna get quite angry.
What would your father say if he were alive today? You've got to be kidding, mother. Why must you always find more work to do?
This is hopeless.
Over here!
Kind of like the idea you can use this Brahmin to take cover. You know, he's a murderous psycho, but he won't shoot the Brahmin. Okay, now, you guys aren't gonna start shooting, right? No. Did I tick pretend in combat? Because I think that's what was happening. They were like taking cover at that tree.
Barking orders at the top of your lungs. Buckethead, get out there and clean those coops. The work's there for some. How come
Never seen the neighbors working as hard as we do. They really take the scenic route, don't they? I mean, these guys, I guess, took a straight shot. door's a little too close to the wall. Okay, once they get there... Yeah, there is a thing with nav meshes. Sorry for the delay, but I can't see stuff when the game's up. But there is a preferred pathing thing. Like you can highlight a triangle in the nav mesh and press P, and it makes it gold. And that will have the AI prioritized. There's very little of that in the vanilla game. Kind of understandably, it's only used in select locations, like usually like combat-heavy locations. But yeah, I guess if you don't use that, then they just have a equal chance to go to any triangle, even if it's far from the most direct route.
Now listen, boy, I brought home a couple magazines and a video or two. Okay, 'cause,
Alright.
I gotta start answering some questions for
Let me
you.
do that.
Because when I took it into my soul to do my best to bring you about in the right way,
WPI package.
you on the path.
Ranch. Jackals. Sandbox. Base.
They haven't had all their clothes on, and I know you've seen it. Well, not all the parts are the same. Like I got.
Incel. WPI cell.
But
Is it still called Drug Den?
it's just that
It's still called Drug Den.
I want you to see what the
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things with nav meshes actually. There's drop downs, there's cover data, which is like kind of interesting. Because there's so very little of that in the vanilla game. But you can like define like how high certain cover is. And that's actually a big problem with the combat in the vanilla game. That's kind of why everyone just runs at you, because there's so little cover data that's been generated. Okay, so I can just make this condition get in cell and just make it into this cell. Let's make the condition this cell, so when they get here, they'll just stay in here and walk around the cell, so they won't all just be ganging up on you at the door. And I can just put it directly on them, so I don't have to script it. Even though it would be easy to just do that.
Feel free to peruse. Okay, but hey, don't crease the pages.
I'm gonna take him low, I'm gonna take him deep. Balls of steel, got everything I need. We're gonna get it high. We're gonna get it so high. Balls of steel, got everything I need. Balls of steel, got everything I need. Gonna get in so fast, so deep. Gonna get in so fast and so deep.
Come on in here. Over here.
I forgot to check if I have that pretending combat thing checked. It must be. That has to be why they're, for some reason, just stopping to take cover at this tree for some reason. That's Steve. He has an interesting sense of direction. Buns of steel got everything I need.
You got everything I need.
You like that?
He gets stuck and it's like he's so embarrassed about it, he starts attacking again. Oh, he's stuck up there against the wall. He has a tummy ache. You said I did, I don't think I did. I remember being somewhere.
Hey!
Dental records don't lie. Buried deep stains, buried still.
I'm out of here!
I want them to turn into enemies again, but it's kind of funny. You come here and they're all just cowering. It's like, oh no, the player is coming. You guys don't understand. They passed the terrifying presence check. Yeah, I think there was a fiend like running around and he was he saw me, but then when I got inside I turned detection off, so he was like, he forgot what he was doing there, and it's like, I've been there before, I understand. Okay. Okay, instead of doing this at the end of this package, why don't I just do it at the start of the other package? Also, I didn't even add the other package. That probably explains some things. Gone is gone away. This should just apply to anyone who has this package, I think. But I guess there'd be no harm in just making it so it directly adds to the specific references. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Well, the reason the fiend wasn't attacking anybody was because detection was off. But I am using a custom faction actually because I don't want them to be hostile at first, because there's that little cutscene where you see this group has this family being held at gunpoint. Yeah, yeah, it applies to everyone. I'm not sure if you can target it like you can with TAI, but yeah, it just applies to everything. Although, the reason that one guy was attacking me still is because, like, if an enemy has detected you and has entered combat with you, that, like, kind of takes over their brain. And they just know, like, okay, this is this person that I'm attacking, and even though my other detection systems are off, I know to attack this person. Polyester-clad robots will serve you for $6 an hour.
Plastic seats, burglars, clowns, red meat, nirvana.
Basically, yeah, it becomes their only goal in existence. I wonder... I guess they might have hard-coded that to keep NPCs from constantly switching targets too often.
So an arch golden sign can read a zillion serve. So they lead them
Down a long corridor with rubber slats and a rubber floor for ease of wash down.
in the distance, the stun box, you hear it. Boom chicka. Boom chicka. Boom chicka. Boom chicka. Pneumatic jolt like lightning. More blood spills, more orders to be filled. Death dealt to Rawhide is best when unseen. Just bring it to us cooked. The rally cry of drunk you public. He doesn't care, there's no pain in chewing. Just price per pound. The evidence the body's once alive. A swinging guarded carcass, useless organs, and the life discarded.
Set a confidence 2. Right. My typing is terrible. I had a typing class in school, but I just never learned how to type properly. Just roll my hands over the keyboard. Okay, let's see what they do this time. I think... Okay. I need a save outside of that. I think it keeps... No, I thought it kept dialogue packages from working, but looks like they still go off. Oh, oh, oh. There's Steve again.
555, opening bid for cattle. Who's gonna give me 10 per head? Do I hear 10 per head? 15, 15, 15. I need my 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 15, 20. There's 20, there's 20, there's 20. I got 20. 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 30, 30. Do I hear 30?
I mean, he takes this alley, so I guess he's got a bit of intelligence. Did we lose one? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we lost one. This is odd. You know, I might not even need the travel package, I just need the package telling them the sandbox here. Wait, what the hell? Why is there 2 doors here? Bum, 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 bum. Okay, the sandbox. I think I can fix that problem by just putting EVP in this revolt script. Result scripts. Also, I don't think they had a in-cell. At the marker, radius of, let's just say 2,500.
Come on! You like that?
This one asshole is ruining it for everybody. Just go inside. You have to go inside. Wait, they might be having trouble with the door, maybe. Because, I mean, I'm having trouble with the door. Okay, now they're walking around. Bum 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 bum. Fix this real quick. The phone is ringing. Damn it, phone! I'm busy. ankles. Something a little quieter. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, right, I keep forgetting to check that thing with the package. Flee to base, flags. No, they're not set to pretend they're in combat, so I guess I don't know why they're doing that thing. I think, though... I think I definitely need to do this, though. Just force them all to evaluate, because I don't think setting it globally in the package works. This is temporary dialogue. You actually have to convince this guy not to follow you to the Jackal base. Because I feel like that fits, like, player patterns a little better. Like, they don't want the help because often the NPCs just cause them more problems. Just write temporary dialogue. I always get hung up doing dialogue on streams because it's something I ordinarily put more thought into, but like I could just do temporary dialogue, at least in this situation. I think there is a setting I can set to make the spell checker stop popping up every time I try to do this. Right, they all gotta get up. Because I actually moved them from over here to over there. But why aren't you doing it? I think he's unconscious. Sets unconscious. There we go. Places, everybody. We have this scene. Oh. Oh my. I don't know why he just turned into spaghetti. That was odd. Huh. Well, thankfully, this is only happening because this is a save where I changed something mid-sequence. Huh. How very strange. Anyway. TGM on. Boop. 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 Well, he's gone now. You can still kind of see him on the horizon. All those formerly skinless men. Yeah, unfortunately that one guy got spaghettified, which is maybe the worst fate of all. 'Cause black holes are just fucking horrifying conceptually. Like the idea that once you cross the event horizon, your future is literally like defined by the black hole. Like every direction you look is in the direction of the black hole. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. Good thing there are no black holes to bother us. Yet. I think there was a show about this, but I mean, like, what would even happen if we did detect that, like, a black hole was going to hit Earth in, like, the next 100 years? Like, would that change anything? Would we just go on as business as usual? Nani? Black hole? I imagine some people would just kill themselves and... Yeah. I mean, I probably would just because conceptually a black hole is so horrifying, but I would wait a bit. I mean, the thing is I actually just saw an article about two black holes collided and they reacted by basically just shooting off into space. So, like, if a black hole is moving towards Earth, I don't think there's any chance of escaping it, even thinking besides, like, space travel is apparently so difficult that it's quite conceivable we're never going to manage it. Okay, Frank Hideout. Man, I have so many topics for dialogue that I thought I was going to go in a direction with, but then I cut it. I need to delete some. That's kind of how they described it to... Yeah. God, imagine we pick up audio of a black hole and it's just Half-Life 2 physics sounds. Like, even besides, like, the technology of space travel, I think there's, like, this whole situation with... Like, around our solar system, there's some kind of, like, cloud of just endless meteors that would be basically impossible to get through. And then there's something... Apparently there's something weird about interstellar space that makes it extremely hostile compared to just regular space. like just the lack of, just the complete emptiness of it apparently does something. I think it's like there's a lot of radiation or something. No, wait. Get that maximum Bob topic needs point to choices. How can a black hole get worse? 2 black holes. Gmon physics spams. Yeah, and then that was like kind of YouTube for a good few years. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do this from an earlier save, just so that guy stops getting spaghettified. No. Okay. Kind of want some coffee, but it's 5 p.m. That's probably not a good idea. Guess I'll get some ice water.
What do you need?
Why is he... Okay, he's not getting spaghettified, but something weird is going on with him. The hell? Why is he getting set unconscious? I think I just need to cut this guy. At least for now. He's just causing problems. But really, it's just like why is he getting set unconscious? Nothing that I can see is telling him to do that. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna get rid of him. Which means I need to get need to comment out everything that references him. God, having a hard time focusing. Okay, let's get rid of all of your packages. DPI package Cisco range spot. think he has something here in a script that references him. Yeah, look. Okay, I might have just broke a bunch of stuff by getting rid of him, but it's just causing more problems. Okay. That's something I can save when I'm a little more focused. Right now, I need to give Maximum Bob up here a script. I need to get rid of that. Alright, I need to fix this door. Do that real quick. Alright, Courier 6. I actually want him to stay up here, so I guess I need to give him a package telling him to.
Come on!
up? Aha! Had enough? You like that? Holy shit! Thought I could save you? Look out! Like that?
Should give this a neat texture. I feel like doing that real quick, actually. Do you know a way to make a clothing item preferred by the wearer actor regardless if they pick up better gear? Should I give a script to the actor or the armor? The equip item key, I'm not sure if this only applies to the player or not, but the equip item function has a flag you can set that makes it unequipable. So like it's forced on. I'm not sure if that also applies to NPCs. But you could try that. Yeah. I'm not sure when you would run the script. I guess in like the... I don't know the context for this. Like if you just won... If you're like making a companion or something and you want them to equip something, I guess just have a quest just run for like 5 seconds that says... companion ref equip item ID 1, and that should make them always wear that. And then you could through dialogue have it sets equip item 0, so that way it'll make it unequipable, and then they should automatically decide their own gear. I don't know if that's what you're looking for, but that's just what came to mind. Okay. Yeah, I feel like doing a little weapon texture real quick. So why don't I... Textures. It's gonna be a really simple one. I want to make this unique shotgun he has, like a chrome. Which there are reasons for that, but they're a bit of a deep cut. Where is... Where are the textures for this? contain textures too. Okay, let's open GIMP. Where is it? Fuck it. The hell did the damn icon? What the hell is this icon? The fuck, Windows? The hell did it do with the icon? Hunting shotgun, where the fuck did it go? Oh, there it is. God damn it. Such an idiot. Okay. I just want to recolor this to look all shiny and chrome. The metal parts, anyway. What if... being really lazy with this, but what if I... No. Okay. Let's highlight all of this. Ah. Actually, you know, it'd probably be easier to highlight the wood parts and then just cut them out temporarily. These two. Concept is malnourished raiders with alternate meshes of outfits to create the smaller body frame. Well, if they're just NPCs, then they wouldn't really be changing their gear all that often, would they? Like, are you scripting them to do that? Okay, let's make this all nice and chrome. I'll make this like black or something. Okay, this is a really basic retexture, but I just want to see how this looks conceptually. Okay, maybe texture sets. Wait, no, hold on. Use this. I do something wrong. I think I did something wrong. It's not quite showing how it should. The ones with no armor just closed would tend to pick up vanilla armor from dead actors. They do? I've never really experienced that before. Yeah, I do it a lot, but I'm just kind of rushing things because I don't want to think too deeply about it right now. Not sure if I did something wrong with the texture itself or something. Looks like it's working. It's not quite as chrome as I was hoping it would be. Yeah, it looks like it needs to be a little lighter. just, yeah. Okay, colors, brightness, and contrast. That's no, that's too bright. Actually, let me mess with the chroma, because that usually looks better. Usually. I want chrome, shiny and chrome. Okay. Wait, didn't merge the layers. I should really save this project just in case I come back to it at some point. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, for like a 30-second retexture, this doesn't look bad. Probably redo it though. Probably do something else with the furniture. Hello, Devastating Dave. You probably need to change the texture where you want it chrome completely and also normal map. Yeah, I know there's stuff because I made that one weapon for the high roller, the gold-plated 45 SMG, and there was something like was it the environment map? There was something I did that made it look properly shiny. I'm not sure if I want it to be shiny, though. I just want it to be like a, you know, silver or gray color. Kind of like that one fire axe. The unique fire axe, knock knock. Okay. I want to just shut this off. Okay, so technically needs a lot more polish, but technically this sequence is complete because I can use the objectives I've set up as the conditions for the quest giver to be like, hey, you did what I asked you to do. Congratulations. Don't know if you changed. Yeah, yeah. I didn't check. I didn't change the world model. I just flew through and did this in like a minute. I just wanted to see conceptually like how it works. Actually, I can probably just go ahead and do that real quick. First person model objects. Yeah, and here I can just add the texture set to it. For some reason it doesn't show properly in the GEC, but I'm guessing that's just because I made this texture while the GEC was still open. So now it should be always looking appropriate. Let's check that real quick. Ah, shit. The hell did he go? There he is. Okay, so we did that. Throw it on the ground. Yep, there we go. Boom chicka. Yeah, I imagine the normal map would probably help with how it kind of almost turns completely black with the lighting. Like for a really basic retexture job, this actually looks like a pretty like cool weapon. I guess just silver and black just has that effect. Okay, changed the wrong color there, but I think that's just a arm to the teeth thing. I think. Let me check, actually. Let me check without doing kill all. So I can see what does it look like in his hand and what does it look like when he dies. Okay, so he holds it and it's the right color. We kill him. Falls to the ground and it's the right color. So yeah, that's just a... There might be a way to fix it, but that's just a arm to the teeth thing. Or not arm to the teeth, the animated pickup thing, the B42 thing. Yeah, but there's something besides the normal map. It's like the... I forget what it's called. I think it's like the underscore E texture. I can't... Environment map? Specular? Maybe specular? I don't know if... I think I included the one I used in the high roller. So I guess I could check that real quick. Who cares? Specular environment. Yeah, that's it. There's a bunch of existing ones in the files, and it's like shiny underscore E. Yeah, I think that's the one I used for the high roller. Okay. So really, this whole sequence with the ranch just needs polish. Because we have the quest giver, we have the objectives, and we have estates right now where we can go turn in the quest and proceed. I mean, this cell looks pretty snazzy, if I do say so myself. Got these fancy windows. Doesn't really match the outside at all, but I don't know. I've kind of reached the point where I've stopped caring about that kind of thing because it just limits your options. Look here, we have this nice cool office with these 3 windows. Doesn't look like the outside, but if I made it look like the outside, it'd look like every other building in New Vegas. It is a little dingy, though. Like, it should be dingy because it's home to raiders, but it's like just kind of hard to see, and that's not really the intent. Let me brighten it up a bit. Kind of missing the darkness now, though, because it just had a nice contrast, everything with the lighting. Play some more lights around. Yeah, I think that's the right way to go. I definitely do like the dinginess. It's something that's missing in the vanilla games lighting a lot is just some nice contrast. Like Fallout 3 had really good lighting for the most part. And like, even though that game didn't have dynamic shadows, the contrast it had kind of almost made it didn't matter because you still had like the ambient lighting shadows, which helped a lot. Oh cool, it's modding time. I was thinking of actually stopping the stream pretty soon. Because like I have this whole sequence done, it just needs polished with like the dialogue and everything. I guess we could do some lighting, I suppose. Oh damn. It's like, oh cool, oh damn. We could do some lighting. Let me add like a ceiling light in here. Why is this on all of a sudden? I thought this was supposed to be off. Must light. I must guide cell block's path with lighting. Oh, actually I quite like how that light looks, highlighting the desk like that. Although, hold on, let me make it smaller. Just a little bit smaller. He is supposed to be hiding behind the desk. He's the boss fight, and he kind of ambushes you up here. Don't want him to be too visible, but he should just be hiding down there. Those big ones, I usually use 2 lights. Yeah, but... Yeah. Yeah, well, let me see how that looks. Yeah, that works. The only thing is, though, is I'm using the enhanced lighting shaders mod, so I don't have to deal with the light limit anymore. So I don't know if I'm actually making that a problem. Just woke up to a bunch of upset Nexus comments. You know, the best way to wake up. But yeah, I'm using the enhanced lighting shaders, so I don't know if I'm running into an issue with too many intersecting lights, where the meshes like stop lighting properly. I might be good. I don't think I have more than 4 for the most part. I know it just looks insane, the spaghetti with all the lighting radiuses. Oh, well, I guess I could just tell people to use enhanced lighting shaders, since you probably should be anyway, because why not? In fact, okay, so why don't one of those dark lights in here? Kind of highlight this door a bit. It's very subtle, but it's there. My experience, people on Nexus don't follow instructions well. No, they don't, but I like telling people to shut the fuck up, so I guess that works for me. Like, I don't know why people come to mod authors was like, could you make a compatibility patch for this, my titty mod? And it's like, no, if you want one, make it yourself. Like, like, why do people expect me to make compatibility patches for mods I don't use? Like, I got that a lot with 5 Aces and Open Freeside, because, like, I don't care about Open Freeside. Lighting here. What are the settings for your dark ambient lights? It's just 33, 50, 50. Just a grayish color. It's more of a highlighter than anything else. It doesn't actually help visibility that much. But it adds something. Yeah, like Freeside Open is like an interesting experiment, and I do like those mods that overhaul Freeside, but it's like you're just asking for issues with mods like that because they just touch so much. And like even if like it would just be endless compatibility patches. Like you need compatibility patches for your compatibility patches. Like it's better if everyone just picked a spot and said, "Hey, my mod takes this spot." Okay. It doesn't add much, but it adds something. I don't like how this light looks. One boring area of this cell is the stairwell. I should do something with this, but I'm not sure what. Maybe just some rubble or something? A patch for Dog City Denver. I remember liking that mod, but like... It's like the thing too, is a lot of these mods are like one-shot, like quest mods, so it's like, just play the mod and then uninstall it. This is something I like to do. I like to take these ambient lights and then actually put them outside the cell, but then make them big so they kind of flood the area. So it's like that ordinarily, but with the ambient light, it's like that. This one looks a little weird with the way it's lighting this. Maybe if I... like that. Lighting is a lost art. I don't know why. I think it's one of the most fun parts of making an interior. Just put some sunbeams on these windows. Yeah, I got some down here. with these upper wall windows. Kind of see it right there. Should add some dust, actually. I got the nav mesh already done, so I can go wild with like dust and stuff without worrying about that. Anyone play Alien Isolation Part 1 for Fallout 3? I have not. Is that supposed to be a translation of that Alien game, the Fallout? Is the alien a super mutant? Because I'm not sure what else it would be. Okay, where are those dust particles? Dust. No, that's too big. No. Perfect. Love making caves with the cave tile set. Yeah, like, I have some caves in here. What I like to do is use the balcony pieces to kind of, like, create tunnels in unusual shaped spaces. This one's a little less complete. Where's that other one? Yeah, so we have this much smaller space than you would ordinarily get with the tile set. This little cave over here. Bit hard to see. The underwater rocks. Oh, is that what you did in... Which one was it? The one with the house in Good Springs. Sweet Home? Home Sweet Home? The one in the well in the basement. What even is this light? This is a dark light. Replace that one. The happy place? No. Okay. Because I know what rocks you're talking about, because I remember the texture is like this grody blue-green kind of texture. Oh, you know what? Why don't we add a light for this Sunset Sarsaparilla machine? It blinks, though. But isn't there an SS machine light? It's not much, but it's something. I could add some light beams over here. Super wide. Did it for Come Wander With Me? A mod that isn't out yet. Ah. Might have to give those a watch later. kind of want to make these a little subtle. So maybe something dark. Kind of like this. Metro light fill neutral. Playable wolves. Okay, I want to see how this dust looks in game. Kind of want to make it more concentrated around the windows. Yeah, so he's hidden, but you can kind of see his boots. So if you kind of blindly wander in here, you just get a face full of shotgun slugs. Yeah, I quite like them too. It's something I noticed in a place I was at recently. It's like, oh, there's just these small upper wall windows, so the light just kind of floods down. Like these kind of windows are actually a good idea because of New Vegas's limited light system, where you just have these orbs of light. Having them here makes it, I don't know, just makes the light seem like it fills the area more naturally because the light is coming from above you. Why the hell did they make these dust markers have these nigh imperceptible things for their gizmo, the thing that lets you grab them? I have no idea where this dust is. There we go. Ah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to grab. Let me do this. Let's hide all of this. The hell is it? Oh, there it is. I think having the dust here will add to the feeling of the light is flooding in from this space. Yeah, I like that effect. Let me mess with the ambient lighting a bit more. Get a little darker. Sup, Shulk? You said I almost got your name pronounced correctly last time. Would you be able to type out the proper pronunciation? Like what little... Like, is that a German name? Ever notice how there's no automotive garages around New Vegas? Yeah, I guess there isn't. And it is Vegas. You'd think there'd be a lot of parking garages, but no such thing. Well, there was XRE cars back in the day. That had a little quest. Oh, God. I love XRE cars just because, like, obviously, the Frontier has done vehicles just incredible vehicles, but I still love XRE cars just because it's so jank, but managed to achieve relatively, like, functioning vehicles. The vehicles just fart around from invisible explosions. It's amazing. Okay, well, we add some light beam effects to these windows. Damn it, what are those things called? Ah, glow. That's what they're called. I mean, I like XREs a lot because just from what it is as a technological thing, like just how it was made and how it was accomplished. But I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Frontier vehicles, like those are professional game ready vehicles. Like you wouldn't release XRE in like Bethesda wouldn't release XRE, or maybe they would. It's just such an adorable mod. He probably would. Yeah, that's probably why they haven't touched vehicles. Well, I guess they did make spaceships in Starfield, which I've yet to play because it's just the driest looking game I've ever seen. Skunkwater Gulch had its permissions open up? Old Quetzalcoatl Tango? Have you seen Starfield? I've seen Starfield. I've not played Starfield. I guess I'm just still a little naive. My ignorant little hopes and dreams. It'll be interesting to see that Oblivion remaster if that turns out to be real. Play Starfield for maybe 20 minutes and never play video games anymore, it seems. Yeah, I mean, I feel that. I kind of struggle to sit down and like really play a game, but if it's something I haven't played before, like, you know, I could probably manage some prolonged attention. Yeah, that's how it goes for me too. Like I'll play a game for like maybe 20 to 30 minutes and it's like, oh, I should get back to work. Big drama with the fan Oblivion remakes. There's also like 3 different versions of them. I thought it was just the one. I've only kept track with Sky Oblivion. Are you thinking of Beyond Skyrim? Because that's not a remake, it's just a new, whole new, like, thing. Like, it takes place in Cyrodiil in the timeline of Skyrim. I don't know, those Beyond Skyrim mods, like, I think it's cool that they're all being made, but I just feel like if all these people were just working together on one thing, they'd actually get something released. You know, look at the Sky Oblivion people. They're like saying like they're going to release this year. Granted, they're not making original content necessarily, but, you know, it's quite the accomplishment when you consider the history of big projects like this in the modding community. 2 other people are doing Oblivion. I haven't heard of those other projects. I've only heard of Sky Oblivion. Let's give these a look in game. It's subtle, but you can tell they definitely add something to the glow of the windows. Probably add another glow effect here. Kind of curious what this would look like with NVR on. New Vegas Reloaded. All the shadows and stuff. I guess we could do that real quick, actually. It's amazing that... So that's... I've heard of that for years, and I've known it existed. Is it actually, like, feature complete? Because I might have to check that out. I always assumed it was just some jank, like, proof of concept, like, maybe, like, 30% done, but... Because it was so unceremonious. Like, nobody talks about it. Like, it's all Skywind that people talk about. Oof. Oof indeed. It's just hard for people to be normal, isn't it? Oh, I like the highlighting this adds. Wow, this almost looks like a point light. Like you can see the shadows. And it's actually kind of thanks to this glow effect. Adds a nice contrast at this exact point. Problem with people's egos concerning mods. Yeah, I had that some experience with that. I way back in the day when Fallout 4 mods were new, I made a review of a mod and like I actually went a bit further and typed out like a written review and I posted it on the Nexus. And the guy got so mad about it. Like, I was giving, like, you know, what I felt was constructive criticism, and he was just so mad about it. Like, I distinctly remember he seemed a lot more concerned with the fact that he made a mod so soon rather than the fact that he made a mod that wasn't really all that fun. It's like, I think you got your priorities wrong, buddy. Just the placement of this bit. Okay, I feel like I'm add a bit more detail up here. Some lived-in feeling. I mean, like, the thing I don't get is, like, criticism is useful. Like, people, like, constructive criticism is useful to know, like, oh, you could have done something better. Because, like, I feel like as a creative, you want to do as well as you can. Like, I've posted some music on Newgrounds that had gotten some, like, strong criticism. And, you know, some of the stuff didn't always get the highest ratings, but, like, it was useful because these people rating these like knew what they were talking about and gave me advice. Yeah, with the Frontier specifically, I remember hearing something about Devil's Wish and the whole NCR campaign being what it was partly because of that. Um, they, as a scripter, I guess, were really attached to a lot of these sequences they made, and like, sure, like they were impressive sequences, I guess, but like, come on. Running back and forth in a maze for 3+ hours. My criticism will be anything but constructive. Yeah, that mod I mentioned earlier that I made a critical post about. Like, one of my big problems was that it was a quote unquote open world mod, which is to say you kind of just had a lot of empty space and it wasn't really clear where to go, and everything was just kind of placed around without any rhyme or reason. And I need to move my microphone like arm to the other side of my desk because I'm left-handed, so I keep reaching for my drink and I gotta maneuver around my microphone. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a shame it's kind of too niche of a topic to get a deep dive video on about, but like I'd be interested to hear the whole story about that mod. I will admit I'm not above listening to some good drama, and that sounds like it. You know what? Why don't we design some combat instead of just placing a bunch of dudes in here? So we have the boss fight up here. He stays up here until you enter into his area, which is specifically opening this door. Let me turn on the temple music. Some ambiance. Although I guess it's the Shadow Temple, so. We're talking about the dark things of modding and the Shadow Temple music as the background. Yeah, I mean, I don't quite agree with like the whole thicker skin. Like, critics need to be mature too. I kind of said as much when I made my little video on the subject. Autumn Leaves. That was a mod I considered like playing for the channel. But yeah, it sounds like I would have fun playing it, but not recording it. Okay, let's make an NPC. Actually, I already have one. Checked out that new Van Buren mod. I saw some stuff about it. I haven't checked it out really. They released that demo mod on the Nexus recently, didn't they? For like an area in it. Why did the Caucasian Raiders look so droopy? Yeah, the problem with a lot of internet critique, and something I've always tried to deliberately avoid, is a lot of people don't seem to realize the angry video game nerd was a parody. Like, he's not how you're supposed to approach media. That's why he's a nerd. But we had that whole era of YouTube where everyone was, like, at first trying to be exactly like the nerd, but then just kind of adopted that whole angry man persona for years, and people just kind of started thinking that was normal, and it's like, no, that's not how a professional critique works. Then Total Biscuit died, and that certainly didn't help. Like, Total Biscuit was the like the premier professional. I don't even know what I'm doing with this guy's face. Oh, he looks like a high elf. Like, that's my go-to insult for any time an NPC in these games look weird. Is they look like a high elf from Oblivion. Just about to mention nerd. It's an important subject when you're talking about like independent media critique. Like, I would say the most professional game critic, one of at least, that comes to mind is Civi11. But, you know, even he still uses the angry gamer man thing a bit. Even a receding hairline, a large forehead, and fish eyes. There we go. I always hate the Raider races, because you kind of gotta fiddle with their skin texture in order to get them looking like, not like an Oompa Loompa. About to mess with his inventory, but the Gek has a habit of crashing if you're doing too much with NPCs at once. Why are you this? You should be a person. A review of Honest Hearts Reborn once. Mod was not happy. I remember that mod. It was quite a production. I'm surprised. Because, like, usually when you have somebody making, like, something like as big as that, usually they're better about critique, and that's partially why they're better at things, because they've presumably listened to people before, so I'm surprised to hear that. When Charles in game would have everyone referred to him as Charlie's. This is just a mook. He's here to get shot. Let's give him a pistol with overpressure rounds. Which I've already made a leveled list for that, conveniently enough. He left an essay on my video explaining why his version of Joshua Graham was better. Alright, that's the worst thing you can do, is like, actually, here is why I am the superior creator. Played the Somerset Isles mod, over 200 hours. Yeah, I kind of, as a general rule, I tend to shy away from mods that promise hours and hours of gameplay. Like, with mods, I definitely find the more focused experiences are almost always better, because people... Making a big, massive open world thing is really hard. Making it interesting is even harder. I mean, look at Bethesda games. They've really kind of struggled with that in recent years. Oh, shit, this guy doesn't have a skin yet. Ah, you can go back. I thought the dirt on his arm looked like a tribal tattoo for a second. Ooh. Yikes. Wow, yeah, like... Five Aces didn't get much critic attention, but I wouldn't be surprised to, like, hear people tear it apart. And I would be fully accepting of that. Ah, Jesus. I don't know... I don't know how people get anywhere behaving like that. Okay, this guy. Let's have him crouch behind here and ambush the player when they walk in. Forgot his skin again! Distant screaming. Alright. Alright, buddy, let's get you an X marker. It's like Ghost Adventures. We have to give you an X so you know where to go. X marker heading. Made $500 from ad revenue for your HHR review. Damn. Let's use an ambush package. how detailed it was. The item description. Yeah, like I like putting like the little, like it's an opportunity for writing. Like in most mods, all the writing is done through characters, but like I like item descriptions. It's just another way to communicate story and lore. I haven't implemented any of that yet in this, but I do want to do that, but it's gonna wait until later. Wait. It's weird that the default location of the player in the engine, apparently, is the 188 trading post. Ambush location. Let's just make a dummy trigger to act as the ambush location. UPI activator dummy. Does nothing. Alright, so I want to do this so you don't just get blasted away as soon as you walk through the door. You have to take a few steps forward first. If you're smart, you can hop over the counter here. But let me do it like that. I gotta make it persistent. The Dark Souls method, yeah. It's what's fun about designing combat encounters is all the ways you can be evil to the player. And then if someone gets mad about it, he's gonna be like, ha 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 ha, working as intended. API package Jackal. Why are there two of you? Okay, I think they just kind of went into combat mode immediately, which was exactly what I was trying to avoid. But I think I know why that was. The main villain of HHR was motivated by his intense romantic desires for Josh Graham. It's kind of creepy. I mean, that's not inherently bad. Personally makes me angry is when mod authors make their triggers way too small and I casually jump over them. Yeah, like if you're... That seems like something you'd iron out in testing. Like if you have a trigger that you want the player to hit, like you need them to, you gotta make sure they can't avoid it. And it's not that hard to do. Okay, I think the problem was this guy up here, Bob, Maximum Bob. Kind of immediately went into combat. Let's make it as big as the room. Well, no, I want the player to walk forward a bit. That was specifically what I'm trying to avoid, is walking into the room and immediately getting blasted. Oh, wait, no, you're talking about something else. Yeah, yeah, it's really easy to prevent that from happening. Okay, I think if we make this ambush, because the key thing with the ambush packages is it basically limits their perception to everywhere except where you want them to activate. So copy this, do the same thing I did with the door guard. Well, my perspective on that is, you know, that can kind of be the point. Like, your characters can be awful, problematic people. I don't know the full context of this, but that's just what comes to mind off that. Oh yeah, Rigmore, I've heard about him. I've heard it's really creepy, and it's loaded with triggers you can easily walk past, apparently. It's like the mod that keeps on giving. What author had a thing for... Ugh. Ugh. I'm guessing they didn't take too well to him being Elliot Page now, huh? Okay, weapon drawn, always sneak. Oh, look at you being so sneaky. What the fuck are you doing? You didn't read the script. AI package, whatever. I wonder if the problem is because he's very aggressive. The nerve of some people. If you're a female dragonborn, you still get them pregnant. I mean, there's magic in that universe. Does it acknowledge as you being a female dragonborn, or does the mod author just assume you're playing as a male? Very weird. Hide while ambushing. Is that the problem? He wasn't set to hide while ambushing? You top turn, she appears out of nowhere. Oh god. Make sure. Yeah. Package maximum bomb. I have everything in alphabetical order, yet I'm still having trouble finding everything. Pretty sure the description mod mentions it's intended for male. Yeah. I mean, like... Does the mod even continue that far after that point, or is that just the end? Because that's how games have taught gamers how romance supposedly works. Because if that's the case, then there's really no excuse. Because that's just laziness. There we go. Now he's hiding. Who knew you had to set him to hide while ambushing? For him to hide while ambushing. It's kind of weird. Feels like the trigger is bigger than it actually is, though. I feel like I need to give him a stronger weapon, though. I want this mod to be challenging for, like, mid to high level characters. A 9mm pistol isn't really cutting it. Give him a 44. But I already have a guy with a 44, and he's actually wearing the same outfit. I would give him a 45, but it's a DLC weapon, so I don't know if that's quote-unquote appropriate or not. Because I want him to have a spammable weapon as part of this encounter. So, like, you're like, oh shit, and, like, you need to, like, take cover either, like, up here, behind this bar. Maybe a 10mm... How much damage does a 10mm SMG do? Give him Plasma Defender? That's an option. It doesn't necessarily have to be a one-handed weapon either. This does 19. That bypasses the threshold for combat armor. Could give him a 10mm SMG with jacketed hollow points, which breaks even against combat armor, I think. So he'd be really deadly if you don't have at least combat armor. Only thing with giving NPCs alternate ammo types is like they're forced into reloading, which kind of sucks. $10mm GHP. Let's have him have 16 in his inventory and give him some cases. Give him a 12 gauge. The guy up here has a unique 12 gauge. So he's kind of the 12 gauge user. I guess I'm like overthinking it in that respect, but you know. You know what? I'll have a guy with a 12 gauge support this guy. He'll be like taking cover at this door over here. RCW could be dangerous if with alternate ammo. Yeah, there's a delay on him. This is a reload problem. Thing is, I know in Lonesome Road, the guys there use armor-piercing ammo. Do they have the same problem? Gotta head out. See you, cell block. Peaks the mic. There is no excuse for that. Shotgun surgeon, stay back is so broken. Yeah, pretty much. Energy weapons are underutilized in mods. That is true. I'll be right back. But I think we'll do something about that. Recharger rifle! Sucks ass. It does like 9 damage. I don't think that'll cut it. Okay. Like, my gamer brain is thinking, like, oh, you should pair a high DPS guy, SMG, with a high damage guy. So maybe we give this guy the RCW and gives the other guy a higher damage weapon. Service rifle with hollow points. Giving NPCs hollow points is generally a bad idea because the player almost always has decent armor. They do minimal damage against anything above leather armor, I think. I think they break even with leather armor, and at that point you're losing. Oh yeah, that's the thing, is the recharger pistols are better than the rifle. They do more damage. Wep, NV, laser, RCW. This uses electron charge packs, I believe. Electron charge pack. Why don't we give you... overcharge or max charge? I think max is stronger than overcharge. Let's give him some overcharge. .45 with 45 supers. Yeah. I was thinking of giving somebody a 45. It's just that it's a DLC weapon. Which, if, you know, I'm okay with breaking the mold, I suppose. Well, no, it wasn't a matter of like not having the DLCs. I actually have the DLCs loaded for this plugin. It just feels like most people just tend not to do that. They don't put DLC weapons in the base Mojave. But we can always break that rule. There's no reason we can't. So, okay. Let's give this guy a 45, because I do kind of like him having a pistol. It's completely arbitrary, but I've decided this guy likes pistols, and it's what he uses. Trail carbine? It's an enclosed space, so I kind of want like something spammable for the rapid DPS guy. Okay, NV DLC 02 WEP 45 auto. NV DLC 02 ammo 45 auto. Let's give you supers. Super. Okay, wait no. NV DLC 0 NV DLC 02 case 45 auto. Let's give you 5 cases. That's something that always bugs me in mods is a lot of times they don't use the leveled lists, like the with ammo leveled lists to give NPCs weapons. They just put the weapon in their inventory. But the problem with that is they won't have casings because all those leveled lists have the casings in them. So I'm just making sure I do that. Let's make this 70% condition. The thing is, when you beat Honest Hearts specifically, DLC weapons start appearing at the gun runners. So it's not unprecedented. It's just that the enemies never use them in the Mojave. But yeah, it's a completely dumb thing that I think is holding back potential combat encounters. So Jimmy Boy here gets himself a 45. Problem is, though, is if you loot this weapon off him and you want to use it, you're not going to be finding any ammo for it. Yeah, space is kind of at a premium in this cell at this point. You could always hand load your own 45s, but yeah, you need the casings. That's the limiting factor. Yeah, that was always annoying in Fallout 4 specifically, because even if the weapons and ammo weren't in the Commonwealth at first, at least, the legendary weapons would be. So you would kill a legendary enemy and get a lever action that you couldn't use for like 10 hours of gameplay, because there'd just be no ammo for it, and the Far Harbor place is just too high level for you to go to. I was like, oh, that's great. Okay. His friend. His friend who's good with tools. He has a 45. Okay, what does this other guy use? This other guy will use a spammable weapon. So maybe like a 10mm. NPCs can't really use weapon mods under normal circumstances. Although giving him a service rifle isn't the worst idea. It does have a fast fire rate. NPCs can just spam it. And I kind of don't want to give him an assault carbine. I feel like that's a little too generous for the player. A service rifle with AP rounds. That'll be annoying. Okay. The face. How about we make a lady? By the way, probably very familiar with this. If you ever make NPCs, the ladies get like blue face. Just go to here and hit reset face. Then there you go. Of course, these sliders don't really work properly at all for them. Is there a drug that makes them blue? Yeah, it's called weird race settings in the GEC. Oh god. She just snuck into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory and he was not happy about it. Yeah, that's almost a natural skin color. Thing I think a lot of people don't realize is when you're messing with skin tone, you do actually want to mess with these beard settings. Because they do have some not quite intuitive effects on the overall texture. Natural orange. It'll look a little better in game. With like the lighting and everything. It's got kind of an orange juice mustache. She's turning into a pencil. Perfect. I think her eyes are kind of protruding a bit. Yeah, the asymmetry sliders, a lot of people don't really seem to notice them. Yeah, you can do some interesting things with that. Okay, why don't we undo a few steps? Okay, get rid of these chubby ass cheeks. More gaunt. Her head is so sloped. Oh man, a plane could take off from her forehead. dirtier color, dirtier blonde. There we go. See? She looks like a crackhead. Perfectly natural crackhead. See you, little mole. Okay, time for your inventory. Let's give you... You know, let's make you extra annoying. You get some actual armor. Oh, wait. I was wondering, that's the male leather armor. Why is she wearing it? I picked the wrong one. Although, like... I never liked the female combat leather armor all that. It would be nice if it was just a normal mesh. You shall have a service rifle. And it shall be of 82% condition. And you will use armor-piercing ammunition. Use them of your own volition to do something that would rhyme with that. Got a toilet to this building, right? No. That would be the second building I've made that doesn't have a bathroom. I could probably fit one in over here. But I don't know, I kind of like this room how it is. Well, it's part of the lore. It's part of the capitalist hellscape lore. Where are you supposed to take a dump, Ollie? I don't know, outside? Do you honestly believe a corporate boss wouldn't tell you, yes, the next door building? You know they would. Right, I need to set their stats. Okay, I kind of want to make this door perma open. So they will use it as cover, like to attack from here. Well, you do have a point there. Ah, damn, I have mesh. Add the points to the line. I know this works. There we go. Nav mesh, draw, cover. Okay. Now what I should do is that AI package I made later, I can make that generic. So I don't have to set a position, and then I can just use one AI package for both of these guys. Yeah, bosses and mod authors got a lot in common in that they're just completely insane sometimes. Okay, package. WII. Package. Jackal, jackal, jackal. Okay, so make the wait location the editor location. So now I can just add the same package to her, and they will pretty much do what they're supposed to. Sir, you're supposed to be waiting a minute. You don't understand. Okay, why is he being so aggressive? Just move this forward a bit. I'm not sure this trigger as the ambush location is quite working how I'm assuming it works. Because for some reason when I go in here, he's not waiting to ambush me. He just kind of goes off. Which... I think what I need to do is I need to have this package be continued during combat, because I think him going into combat is overriding it. Oh, but you can't flag that on this. No combat alerts? Let's just see what that does. Ah! The boss came downstairs. Your building isn't up to code if you don't have a fucking bathroom. Look! Alright, we'll add a fucking bathroom. I'm not sure where. How about here? This could be a bathroom. Just need to turn that into a door, which I think I can do. I think there's a piece that enables that. Actually, no, I don't think there is one. I'm just trying to think where could I add one, because I didn't intend for there to be a bathroom. Look at these factory pieces. Static, dungeons, facility, hall small, X. That won't do. This is exactly what I was looking for, huh? Although, probably makes more sense for the bathroom to be upstairs, huh? Because these are like the office. These are like the employee rooms, the important people rooms. Wait, no, that's not gonna work because yeah, the roof goes like that. Never mind. Okay. Well, this is the piece I was wanting for down here, so we can add a bathroom here. Jesus Christ. I feel like I should make the bathroom inaccessible. Like it's just collapsed. Okay, office hall small is what's often used for bathrooms. Because it's got this tile which like feels very bathroomy. Yeah, but this is in the way. No matter. It's not a problem. We just scooch it on over, and it's good. Okay, where is that? There's like a piece that's just a wall. There we go. Okay. I do like the idea of making it collapse because I feel like I can make an interesting little diorama. Rub. Rebel. No, that's too big. Okay, first of all, I need a toilet. This feels like you have some peculiar obsession with this. Yeah. Huh. This is going to actually be a handy little mesh right here. Okay, the toilet has to be visible so that you'd know this is a bathroom. These people didn't have waste management. They had an apocalypse. Like, that was, you know, like, not the literal apocalypse, but like, all of the dehumanizing things that would lead to such an event. Okay, is this poking in anywhere else? I don't think so. Yeah, but stuff was bad before the apocalypse. Did you ever heard they used to the sewing factory fire, they just locked a bunch of people in the room. Or they would work endlessly. Think people like that would put bathrooms in their buildings? They don't care. It's like, you got pants, you can take it home with you. Like in the 1800s. Well, a lot of people really want to go back to those days, is the problem. The good old days, or so they think. It just made me realize I don't think the directional light of the cell is actually like pointing straight down, which is what I usually do. Put a busted mirror on this wall. Manager-only bathroom and shower in a restaurant? Like, that's not a place where you want people to be having accidents. That had to be the decision of a guy who is a little too comfortable in his position. That's the kind of guy guillotines were made for. God, I forgot I have like 500 speed volt. Alright, she's not set to be conducive to combat. Are you in more cover when you're not in first person? I mean, it literally looks like you are.
You like that?
Had enough?
Okay. Alright, well, with the addition of this bathroom and a bit of combat balancing, I think we can say this was a successful stream. Bring a rifle. Does that character have a rifle? I don't think he does. But, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it night here. Another successful modding stream, I would say. It was a lot of fun. And I'll do another one of these sometimes. See you guys later.